Welcome to AI Bytes, your go-to place for all things AI. This is Elon Musk. Not the real one, mind you, just an AI version of him, and I'll be your host today. If you have a good time tuning in, do me a favor and share this podcast with 3 of your friends. Also, drop a comment below on which AI celebrity you'd like to take the mic next time. Enough with the niceties. Let's get to it. Today we graze through such matters as China, setting up regulations for generative AI looking at its public launch, a spike in LinkedIn profiles, boasting about their AI skills, indictment of Michael Brackett over falsified financial statements, Google experimenting with AI previews in its search feature, lucrative hiring opportunities in the AI world, and lastly, Norway's call for ethical usage of AI. In this episode, we will deep dive into each story for a better understanding. We'll be peeling back the layers of these news pieces shortly. All right, strap in for some AI news, people. So China, yes, the giant lion of Asia that's always making tech headlines, has put down some new rules about what you can or cannot do with generative AI starting from Tuesday. Now they want all these web overlords to stamp a big old label on each bit of content belched out by AI. The tale doesn't end here, though. There's an overwhelming incentive to make sure whatever your AI comes up with doesn't stray far from the realm of core socialist values. They're being pretty ambiguous about the exact details. Seems like the content not only has to pass human approval, but also aligns with certain political ideals. Here's another kicker. Wherever your data and models come from, they'd better be legit. And just so owners won't start slacking off, you're held responsible for whatever prose your digital Shakespeare cooks up, cutting providers some slack. They'll have a solid 3 months to handle any mess-ups. Behind this playbook are 6 big-time government arms, including the Cyberspace Administration of China. Their claim: these 24 steps walk that tightrope between sparking innovation and keeping tabs on everything. Now picture this. Can't have some card-carrying digital poet roaming free unless Beijing gives the all-clear. So far, nada. Meanwhile, within this red tape jungle, we've got AI chatbox entities waiting on standby. Alibaba Group Holdings' Tongyi Tianwen being one of them. In addition to it, there's Baidu's Ernie Bot and SenseTime's SenseChat. Smack dab in the middle of their trial mode moment, I might add. With that wild robot talk done and dusted, we'll terraform our minds towards the next cosmic headline. Way back before ChatGPT was launched in November, a measly 7.7% of LinkedIn users claimed they had AI skills. Boy, have times changed and those numbers started rolling. In just 7 short months, like magic, the total leapt to 13%. That's double. A report from LinkedIn, freshly scooped by Axios, spill the beans on all this good stuff. Now for even bigger surprises. Hiring for the ultra-fancy title Head of AI slid up by a cool 264% among U.S. LinkedIn members in the last 5 years. Pretty buzzworthy, huh? Stick with me here. We are kickstarting the hype train. Fast forward to January, and suddenly everybody's got exciting words like prompt engineering, prompt crafting, generative, and generative artificial intelligence, peppered all over their profiles, making it all pop by 15 times. Hey, why not appear smart when you can? Leaning towards Singapore for a sec, what's simmering there? They've managed to cook up a storm with a stunning 20-fold increase in folks boasting AI skills in June 2023 compared to a distant 2016. Now that's what I call acing an upgrade. Heading home to the US, we bear witness to workers setting fireworks with AI skills mentioning shooting up by 9 times since 2016. Rewinding a bit, LinkedIn big shot economist Karen Kimbrough let Axios in on how this snowballing interest in AI is really answering an open call from the job market scene. There's been a boom in job posts throwing around AI like confetti. So, in response to this dizzying demand for AI abilities, have you jazzed up your resume lately? Tossed any snazzy, tech-savvy terms on there still fresh off their coding pedestals? All right, that's about it for industry updates. Hang tight. We're shifting gears onto more news. Michael Brackett, the guy who's at the head of Centricity, the supposed AI, data analytics startup. Yeah, unfortunately, he's got himself tangled up in some hot water, some real drama right here with the counting and such. Federal authorities cuffed him on a Tuesday. He's been slapped with charges for securities fraud and wire fraud. And let me tell you, these mobster-sounding charges are all because the prosecutors are saying he fabricated his bank statements and revenue figures like some sort of demented Picasso. Flying our time machine back to 2019, Brackett secured a tidy little purse of $2.5 million from angel investors. So this cash was to give Centricity, this said AI techno-wizardry startup a bigger spotlight for forecasting consumer demand. But here's where it gets messy. Although Centricity was quick to claim 13 major clients and annual revenue of $3.7 million, turns out only 2 really bothered to sign up with them. Based on this almost convincing FBI-level wrong info, poor Brackett entangled an unsuspecting soul into transferring $500,000 to Centricity. Unfortunately for that good Samaritan, those funds flew away faster than he could sing "Take the Money and Run." Despite his efforts to reclaim his hard-earned moolah, boom, cue the disappointment. But before you start reenacting your favorite crime scene investigation dramas, dear friends, you should always remember to turn the page because there's more news from around our wonderful and wild world on its way. Have you heard about this little something Google's been cooking up? Imagine this: Google's experimental AI buzzing around the internet, summarizing articles and other content online just for you. According to a cheeky little company blog post, this tech wizardry, known as Search Generative Experience, or SGE, was launched earlier this year. Hold on to your hats. Folks, this stuff's still in early development, but just you wait. One day soon, everyone using Google, which accounts for a cool 93% of search engine users worldwide, might see big things headed their way. You want to test it out? Well, you're in luck. Users can take a spin with this Search Generative Experience that optimizes search results with AI. And where is this express train to the future departing from? Google's Search Labs initiative. The ride gets even smoother with the new boarding feature SGE while browsing. Click on a search result and enjoy an auto-generated, concise summary of the said article or web page. This feature pops up when available as AI-generated key points at the screen's bottom if you're browsing on mobile or in your desktop sidebar. These key points serve as handy links that take you directly to the referenced sections of the page. Just when you think it's all there is, wait for it. There's more. An Explore section that generates queries answered by your selected article along with pertinent links is also newly added to the mix. Initially available on the Google app for iOS and Android users, this early experimental feature is gearing up to say hello from your Chrome desktop browser very soon. But why should all those global brands pay attention to this new kid on the technological block? As per Engadget, it's simple. This groundbreaking feature takes Google's AI-powered search into league with Microsoft's AI Copilot and Edge. Well, diving into the final AI news of the day, you've got Norway's slick sovereign wealth fund, weighing in at a hefty 1.4 trillion big ones, telling all its portfolio companies to adopt artificial intelligence, but to use this tech responsibly for maximized profitability. A no-brainer, really. By the way, they're FYI the world's biggest fund. Major League, right? Sure enough, Nicholas Tangen, he's the CEO there, recognize AI playing this immense significance for companies across the board. In fact, that guy called it a massive driver for productivity and efficiency. Nicholas seems to be an insightful kind of guy. According to him, the whole AI opportunity presents pretty staggering potential for businesses and society in general, but demands smart execution. His words, not mine though, ain't for me to decide what's what. As per Tangen, failing to embark on the AI journey would flag these companies as asinine. No mincing his words there. It gets juicier, though. Their most recent paper manifestation, unearthed on Tuesday, demonstrates their conviction for near future, where AI doesn't just present opportunities, but also ushers new-fangled risks. Bold claim? Maybe. Truth? Definitely a bit of it in there. Also indicates that our corporate overlords need board-level AI expertise. Not just some intern running sporadic algorithms somewhere. They are summoning transparency, too, demanding explanations regarding system design and training protocols, pouring water on your curiosities. Back in April, the Norwegian fund had publicly nudged governments worldwide to speed up towards initializing AI regulations. Not bad, considering this is coming from one of the most influential stock market investors on planet Earth right now. On top of dealing billion-dollar cards globally, they've proven they're not all talk either. They're inching closer to unfurling their own ethical AI rules for about 9,000 odd companies they've got their finances tethered with. And there you have it, folks. With that prodigious slice of robotics meets monetary policy, we wrap up the AI headlines for today. Love it or hate it, can't deny relevance here. Today we looked at several highlights circling the AI space. China's regulation for generative AI took effect. Studies found that more LinkedIn users are claiming AI skills and U.S. positions for head of AI have soared by 264%. The founder of AI startup Centricity was indicted for securities and wire fraud. Google's experimental AI-powered search recapitulates articles, a feature currently being tested. There's a bundle of AI job openings to check out. And finally, Norway's hefty sovereign wealth fund urges companies to adopt AI responsibly, touting it as a potential driver for productivity and efficiency. If you found this podcast beneficial, I'd like to encourage sharing it with 3 of your friends who may find it helpful too. Also, don't hesitate to comment which AI celebrity figure you'd like me to impersonate in the next episodes. Until next time, from yours truly, Elon Musk.